So uh, okay, so it is giving me not only one, but usually what happens, ChatGPT gives me only one idea, but it's giving me four variations. Uh, like if I want, I can then use some follow-up prompts. Let's see which idea I like the best. Okay, so you have here Briefly rewind time for yourself. These all are actually time related idea. It's nice. I love the uh, concepts where time is not linear. Okay, can mail with shadows and drop path. Okay, mistaken dangerous, passing through temple activate traps, I'm moving. Oh, I like this. Course of time. Let's go with the course of time and design a detailed uh, game involving gameplay with chapters and storyline that can be created in Unreal Engine 5. Let's see design. It's also very faster. I mean, compared to ChatGPT, its response time is very fast. You play as Anya. It's also giving that story. Okay, nice. Then did forgotten magic, relic, and okay, this is very cool. Crumbling temple showcasing basic movements and rewind mechanic. Rational mystic passing through time traps, introducing the concept of chrono. Okay, disaster. Vast library in partial present. The clockbox citadel. Domain chaos meta sound. Okay, we are going to uh, start with chapter 1, the fractured temple. You know what? I can also choose the other variation because it gives multiple drafts, and if we don't have to stick with only single draft. We can easily shift to another variation and check it out if how whether that's better than this one. So let's check out the other variations as well. So limited duration rewind. Okay, these are mostly same. Now return with crumbling ruins. It goes okay. Let's go with this concept only. I will just choose chapter 1. So I will ask it to write a detailed level design document for chapter 1. I need a level design document more than the game design document because game design document gives you a brief overview of the entire game, but level design document goes deeper down in the level. And if you are starting with, and for this demonstration, I think I will just start with only one level and see how it is coming up, and then we can then try and involve in this into a fully functional game. That's going to be better, right? Lost temple and basic time manipulation. So, Sunbig desert ruins, running partially buried temple and stone, cracked wall with a statue and sand. I want this game to be heavy on the gameplay and less on environment art design, since this will be developed by a solo developer. Okay, let's see what. So it is initially giving us too much of the artistic approach, but let's focus on the gameplay and more and less on the art. So let's see what it gives me this time. You can refocus the game concept to prioritize intense gameplay challenges. Simplify. Instead of relying on we use dark, abstract level design as a canvas gameplay concept. The mechanics complexity expands, anchors, ability to lock multiple objects in time to create complex interactions. Briefly slow down specific objects while retaining normal speed for Nara. Now I will ask it to rewrite the level design document. Level design document detail for chapter 1. Start abstract. Think test chambers with clean geometry shapes. The divine reach an elevated platform too high solution. Nearby box can be rewound back in time to its prior position and defined higher platform. Okay. Cross a gap with a moving platform that returns to quickly. You can start building this system of time dividing. Um, so with C++, let's see how it is giving me the how it is performing programming side. Rewindable object. Okay, it's just writing the description, not yet writing the code. Let's see if it can write the code for us in a bit. Write the C++ code for this. Okay, now it's giving us a code. Interesting. Let's see if this makes sense. So transform history is going to keep a track of the object transformation. That's really fine. Then we have history record interval, time interval between history snapshots. Okay, max history duration, record state. So first I can start creating a character. So when it comes to character, the best option is always for us is the meta human. Let's design that first. I'll just create a new project. So it gave us the name echoes of time. So I will just name that this project the same. I will make it C++ project. It I think it's still being created. Meanwhile, let's check. Uh, can you write the detailed class with all the functions without leaving out anything? So here it is giving me the detailed class. It's still left out some of the code, but we will figure that out. Don't worry. But first, we need to set up the character for this. Okay. Complete implementation demands careful context, include on the project structure, the nature of developed objects. Okay. First, I will go to basic. Okay. So let's go to Pixel Bridge. Man, need to log in that every single time. You just cannot keep my login information. Okay, the Visual Studio Code has opened. I mean, the writer has opened. So I prefer Rider for the as the development editor because it's much faster than Visual Studio in terms of intelligence and all. As it opens, I'm going to need the MetaHuman character setup first. Let me just quickly. Okay, I need to just one moment. I'm just logging into my Pixel. Yeah, it's done. Yeah, it's done. So okay, so it has given the. It's still not detailed. 50 recording for max 50 duration. Rewind to state. So let's understand the code. it's not okay. So let me just what I can do, I can just copy this function and ask it to write the complete function. Okay. Meanwhile, our metahuman is going to be appearing here. It's signed in now. Yeah, I think I will just add for the level download. Yeah, I'm not spending time creating a whole new metahuman since I already have a bunch of them created. Let's just add her. While it gets downloaded, let me create a plugin. I prefer to write plugins because instead of copying all the code in the source, and that's because uh, it's much easier for me to migrate the plugin into a defined project without having any without having any project dependency. So I will just create a new plugin over here. It will be blank, and plugin name is going to be. So this particular plugin will have all the movement components like character movements and all. So I will just name it name this something like extreme locomotion. When this is being created, let's move on over here and see what Gemini has given us. If it is locked, then previous transform, target transform. It has given us the logic for transforming the object back to its previous state. Yeah. The character is still being generated and the plugin has been created. Yeah. So here I'm going to create a character class for my metahuman character. It's going to be character. It's going to be I mean base because I may derive other classes from this as well. Okay. Now we need to set up some layer input component, but not from here. We will set up the input from the blueprint, but if you're familiar with the enhanced input components in the latest Unreal, since Unreal 5, then that is slightly different to what we had before. So I will set up the enhanced input mapping. For that, I will just download the C++ version of this third person character. It's easier for me with this. I mean, I don't have to rewrite everything all over again. Just the basic components I'm looking for, I can just simply copy this over. Yeah, so the third person character has been added. So CK has asked what is the difference between advanced and pro. I'm not sure about pro. I just saw about advanced and I just saw that it is giving me a 2 TB of cloud and also giving it 2 months of free trial before it is going to charge 1950 per month. So I'm not sure about pro because in my Gemini account only two options were there, Gemini and then Gemini Advanced. So I need to figure that out from here. You can see over here I am only getting Gemini and Gemini Advanced. Is there any pro option somewhere? So that's about it. I mean, with Gemini Advanced, I have not yet seen how whether it has some caps or something. I just saw the 2 months trial and then the price amount, but details I still have to see. So I'll make a separate video on my review on it, and then in that video I will mention about that. Here the this is still being generated, and my third person character is here, and this is what I was talking about. We need this enhance input component, and this is what I'm going to use in our uh, code because we are going to use the same system that this has. Here we need to use this. So a lot of compile issue is going to be there right now because a lot of these things enhance input system. We need to add the include as well here. And also I can see the default include is missing somehow. I don't know why. They deleted or something. I will add it anyhow. Include. mm, Add all of this. Third person character has this. The controller is called- I need to add the phone, I guess. Okay, game frame of character.each. And this needs to be in the header, not here. I need to add this in the header. Now it is going to be fine. This is something that we need to see how we can, where exactly this is situated. We need to figure out. This is enhanced input subsystem. Is a part of enhanced input modules. I have to add that in my build.cs. Here, enhanced input. I think now this should, here also I need to add enhanced. I need to add, let me see quickly. Enhanced input subsystem. All this, I don't need to add this. I just need to add this for now. Yes, this is gone. And this is a variable that I have to add from the blueprint over here. So all of this I need. But I also need to add camera. Okay, so here, that fits. Mm. And then I need to define the face. Then I need to have this camera boom. This needs to be included. This needs to be included also, and this needs to be included. Okay, my character is still being generated. Meanwhile, let's see what Gemini has produced for us. Okay, now matching snapshot. Create the level design for the team to make sense in dividing and manipulating the time. I mean, how it is going to play out in the game visually and gameplay wise. You can elaborate short by short. Our test chamber aesthetic Narastra, the crumbling partially enclosed space. So here, okay, let's ask it to generate. Let's see how it is good with generating images. So let's ask it to generate concept art for the environment that you describe. Downloading now. Okay, it generated some concept art. See how this works. These are very random, not exactly specific to what it is described over here. Let's just read this. Crumbling partially enclosed space in the center rises a cracked, pulsating obelisk. Okay, broken platforms hover in mid-air around it. Okay, now I'm kind of getting the scene visually, but it is not quite doing the justice in describing a scene. I mean, generating a thumbnail for the scene. But I can use this description to create bits of concept arts in my mid journey. So let's do that. Imagine crumbling partially enclosed space. Game concept art. Crumbling partially enclosed space. And then I will imagine a cracked pulsating obelisk. Game concept art. Cracked pulsating obelisk. Different platforms. Now I will imagine the exact scene that it just felt. Concept art. That's some cool looking obelisk. No, this is not the right one. I was looking for broken platforms. Power in midair. Zoom level design. Zoom asset concept art. Broken platform. Meanwhile, okay, it's not still good at generating thumbnail as good as Midjourney is. So it is still far behind than, I mean, even GPT-4 is far behind than Midjourney compared to generating realistic thumbnails. Now look at the short gap that is seemingly in the platform. There is subtle glow on the obelisk which pieces are visibly missing. The high level touches a cliff, ghostly trail surge backward in time along the ground. Introduce the visual effect of time being rewinded, show the rewind can solve the situation. Very soon, allowing a quick jump backward. However, as they reach the end of the rewind limit, the platform flicker and pull icon into an object aren't permanently restored. Okay, this looks open platform. No, not like this. Yeah, I think something like this. I mean, this is a kind of like a bridge with platform, and some of the components are actually broken or shattered and just simply floating mid-air that needs to be rewinded to bring back them to their original state. Something like that. It's done. Now I can simply add this. Okay, now we are ready to build our character. Right. This is our meta-human in this blueprint and understand how this is set up. Okay, yeah, lot of tools because I'm missing some plugins that are required by the meta-humans. I will just quickly enable this. And then I need to restart my editor. So I will press this restart button. My character is here we are going to add some functionalities for the movement, and I will just we will explore how we can do that because now we have the enhanced input system, so you can just see how it is done in the third person character. So they are binding directly in C++, but this is not something I encourage. I rather like to bind them in Blueprint and then call the, I mean, then write the actual function inside C++. Something like this can be added in the C++, and then we need the move and the loop. So let's just copy this as well. So here, right, name them as enhance look and enhance move, and then here declarations, cool. So now we are going to need these things. Whatever this is, we will find out what this is exactly. Let's uh, meanwhile let's understand how this is being set up. Okay, so there are also the gap that seemingly impossible platforms. So there are going to be broken platforms in that level. So there are going to be broken platforms, and we need the time manipulation ability to reverse the platforms into its original state. Okay, so cool. Right, the time manipulation logic in C++ entire implementation. I'll just save this map first. Here, sorry, not here. Project settings, maps and modes, that demo C. Okay, so now we are going to look into this metahuman. So let's check if everything is fine. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's fine. So you can look into the hierarchy of the metahuman. So this is how it is set up. But for my character, it is going to be not like that, because this is not a character blueprint. If you see its native parent class, it is an actor blueprint actually. So we need to set up the character blueprint first. First, let's compile our code. There are a lot of errors. String character base.h. Error. Okay, I think we need to define them here. Let's define all of these here itself. This one I can define over here. Yeah. Let's do it again. More errors. Oh, no person character of security. Enhance no such file or okay, here source of time reader here. Okay, here also I need to add mhm. This will solve that issue now. This is generated by mistake. Okay. Yeah, I think it is successful now. So I can over here the character name is right the protagonist name. Protagonist name is going to be Nana, I think. Oh, Sai, Ale, Pile, yes, Priya, Elena, and that's it. Okay, let's go with Anya. I mean, I just write the folder called Anya. Yeah. Okay, I will also add a print class like this, and yeah, I will add the blueprint inside this class itself. So the name is going to be extreme character base. It's going to be the base class. We select this and name this pp underscore Anya for our Anya player class, and over here we need to define our meta human. So let's see. This body is going to be this, and we will add this in our mesh over here. Location is going to be 90. Location rotation is going to be also 90 minus 90, and the rest of the items we need to here need to add also like this. This will go inside the base, okay, the part of the body. Make feet, face, and torso are properly hired. And now we need to just check this up properly. For this, we don't want. These are also relative location and rotation of the character. So since the parent mesh already has the location and rotation applied, so this will have the relative location and rotation as 0, Where is the face? Oh, yeah, here the face. Okay. Okay, the torso is not proper, so we just do the same thing with the torso as well. Right? So this is now set up, but there is one more thing that needs to be set up, and this master pose thing. When you enable master pose, then the body parts sharing the same skeletal mesh are going to properly bind and prevent itself from detaching unnaturally when you are actually animating the base mesh. You don't need to animate all of the individually, just having the animation in the base mesh is going to be fine. This I will just copy over in the construction script. Create matching function in blueprint. It will be our mesh instead. Perfect. We also created the function corresponding to this. Now we need to define the animation for this so that it can move and walk around. Third person, you go to the mannequin folder, you see this rig option. Here you see RTG mannequin. Okay, meanwhile, let's go get back here, and over here, write the class that is responsible for the time manipulation of the each actor, and write the actor class that can work with time manipulation. Here, rewindable root component. Let's understand this first. The transform snapshot is going to be struct that hasn't been defined by it. Physics history, having basic linear. Hmm. Implement. So this is going to be rewind manager, rewindable actor. Time step for this transform. This is nice. This will work. And with this rewindable actor. No. Instead of having rewindable actor, just write new actor level component derived from actor component. that can be attached to any actor to make that actor work with the time bending. It gives the revenue actor component history record interval, max history duration by rewind interpolation speed, transform history, physics, history record state, rewind state, time echo, handle lock state. Okay, how will it work with already time uh, an object that is already in its collapse state from the beginning of the game that needs to be restored to its original state if it does not have any information of its original state, because the the level already has it in collapse state from the start. Valid point, right? That's an excellent catch in fundamental design configuration, right? Because it has logical flaw. I mean, you cannot just expect something to be in the previous state that has a rewind history attached to it if there is no history, because since the beginning of the game that state is already in its collapse state. How will it know to which state it's to rewind? Hmm. Within rewinder have stored data representing an uncollapsed form as an absolute value offset from its initial state. So the best way is going to be, so if there are multiple collapsed platforms forming a single platform, then multiple objects need to interact with each other and get to its respective state. So you need to design the level having two states in mind, one that is uncollapsed state and one that is collapsed state. Okay, got it. So how shall this, how shall the, how shall our C++ code look like in this case? While it works, meanwhile, let's understand how to set up the animation for this character. This is the source mannequin, and here I need my metahuman. Target IK is going to be IK underscore metahuman. Okay, and here inside asset browser, I will explode the basic assets. It can be idle Walk forward. What happened to this? Yes, run forward. I just need forward, run forward, all loop, jump, land. That's it. Put characters. Okay, let's keep it outside. Animation. For the meta-human animation, let's add it over here. Inside meta-human animations, prefix search for MF. Wait, yes, right, meta. But all of them will not be affected because there are also some with MM. We need to do it manually. This one meta. Yeah, here have meta underscore for loop. Then we have underscore jump, underscore land. Save all of this. Now we need to create anim looping. Anim loop. Then class anim instance. Meta human base skeleton. I will use this. Meta. Is our meta human. And here we need to add the animation. So let's add get machine. Is going to be named as now I'm going to add the ideal walk run. You know what? Let's add a blend space. Let's add a class that is going to be derived from animation because I want to have a base class in C++ so that it's easier for me to just when we have additional functionality we will simply add it over there. So next public here I'm going to add extreme locomotion system name as extreme plus so here we need virtual virtual void native initial animation and virtual void native update animation. Need to define them. Generate definition. Need a couple of variables. For now, we just need one variable. Let's see if let's see if Gemini can properly create this class. Implement the PPP class where you are calculating the speed of the character. Let's see. If the code, I mean, it's a fairly basic code, so you just expect that it's going to give me data setting. Yeah, it's at my character load character base, and here I'm going to define this. This is actually going to be blueprint read write. Blueprint read only, and edit anywhere category equal to movement. This is going to be just blueprint read only. A 16 character base. Fast. I get font. Yeah, I'm just going to check for this character. Okay, just have compile. While it's being compiled, I will just add a blend space also over here. I need a blend space. Blend space. Meta human. Meta ideal walk run for the movement. Yeah, we're going to add meta ideal. Then we have walk forward. Then we have run forward. So I'm hitting control and dragging. I can actually see how it is doing. Yeah. So here I have to define the horizontal axis, speed. Let's say 0 to 600. This is going to be this is going to be speed 100. Oh, okay. Yes. Will do. Walk and then to slowly run. I will use this. Three meta idle walk run. This will supposed to be leave it. I will just for now let's name it direction. I have not implemented it, but if I ever do that, I can add it only. So I will get the speed variable that is defined. It's not coming over here, so let's see. Issue. Area blueprint read only category blueprint. Oh, I have to actually reparent it. Reparent blueprint to extreme anim instance. Now it is going to be working fine. Get speed. Speed to 180. It's going to, yeah, perfect, perfect. Now we need to implement our movement logic that we need to do in the blueprint. So you remember the action mapping that we had chosen? Okay, also let's also do that. And we need blueprint, meta and blueprint. What's happening over here? Some weird issue. Okay, the I think the cloth is not okay. I understood what's the issue. Here I have to actually the master pose. Initially it was body. If you go over here, yeah, inside the master pose, it was body over here, but here, yeah, this is empty actually. That's why we need to answer. Instead of body, I need the mesh. Yeah, now it's fine. Also, let me check if we are not doing live retarget, so let's not worry about that. Now we need to play test it, but before that, let's quickly implement the input also. Class default. Here only mapping. Where it is. Yeah, default mapping context. Here is the predefined asset that I'm going to assign over here. So this asset comes from our third person template itself, and you can just take a look into the mapping. So there are three mappings: move, look, and jump. This is already set up, so we don't have to worry about it. What happens in the move? This is an input action. We have a lot of various options. So like value type is going to be 2D because it can move in the forward as well as in the right. And we have also trigger modifiers. There are a lot of scenarios over here, like you can press shift and do something, stuff like that. We are not going to go into that complex. Similarly with look, these are all vector 2D. and jump is going to be a bool because it can either jump or not jump, right? So the now in our blueprint here, the event graph, we need to define our input. Put, only this two is going to be fine. Here I will call the enhance move. So let's check over here what's the issue. Oh, this needs to be U function actually. U function blueprint callable category equal to movement move of okay. U function callable category equal to movement. Yeah, now I can just okay. I have to first compile the function. Meanwhile, let's check over here. Yeah, this was the perfect. But what about the divine state? So here we cannot just simply manually copy over the transform or the state. So it's better if we build a system around that that will let the user first position them in the right way, or maybe do the multiple positioning in the right ways, and then just have an array of where they can just simply add to transform. They can do that. So I can do something like here don't want to manually transform, manually add transform. Instead, design the class in a way that can allow users to manually reposition the item inside the editor, and with the with a function call of the same class, instead of the same class, it can add the correct transform to the array that will be stored within the object, within the object. Also, we can have cases of multiple objects, especially for the platforms where multiple platforms can be here for collapsing. Yes, it will just managing the connection between. Does it make sense? I'm not sure. Let's find out. Why? Let's do that in call enhanced mode and enhance. Look, trigger value is going to be input action. No, um, make vector 2D. The vector 2D structure. Structure. Okay. Input action object reference. So let's see it over here. Mhm. I don't need the value thing. I mean, I can just give it the vector. Maybe we find vector 2. Value of value of y. Well, let's see what it has come up with. Oh, this is wrong actually. Let's it is getting confused when I'm asking it to do two things. Let's delete this. This state, want to state. I already deleted that. Why it is coming like this? Yeah. Now I can directly pass this over here. And for this also, can directly pass this. Now in my world setting like that. Why can't I find world setting? Your world setting is over here. Game mode. Let's create a new game mode. Meta human game mode. Yes, look around. Look around is fine. Movement is fine. Little. Yes, 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 yes. Working perfect. The camera movement is too much. I'm not able to control the camera properly. You will have to fix. But this is, yeah, this is happening. I need to think. Yes, so here we had that these things. Also, let's copy this as well. Also, yes, max walk speed for the character. The default is 500. Let's set it to something like 180 because initially let's make it walk and then we can do the run thing separately. So let's fix the camera. The camera is currently set up like this. Camera boom. Let's reduce the target from less something like then curve. Also rotate this a bit. You can do a target offset also. Let's see how this looks. Yes, more than reopen is actually. Okay, so here, let's just check that over here. Okay, first of all, the fit issue is there. A little further down, let's make it 95. Where is the camera? Oh, need all. Let's set this to false. What? Oh, no, 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 no. On. Okay, let's check out the character. Oh, it's an invalid class. Invalid. What is the class object? Character. Let compile it from here itself. So meanwhile, let's see. It is still not working. Damn it. Okay. Oh, it's not letting me update. That's the bug, man. This is some messed up bug. Let me update over here. Not- That is so messed up. Why? I use this instead. Why this getting valid? 4% clarified is not coming at all. Weird. So I'm moving along. First, I have to do the orient rotation to movement. If I have to do inherit. I think this is going to be the Let me just check it. Like other class, I have done it before. I might have missed some of the settings here. With all our data false. Meanwhile, let's work on this. While I load this, let's work on this first, and then we will figure it out. Capture initial state. Couldn't even give full image. Man, it has so many bugs already. We still have a long way to go. Yes, now it came. What? Man, it has a lot of bugs. Yep, let's see. Meanwhile, yeah, we have messed up something over here. We need to see that. Let's set it up to default. Here we have a character that I'm just using that to reference exactly how I've set it up. Not this one, but over here, existing character please. And I have player character. Let's need to see camera boom. All of these are checked. So we just click. This is also checked. Follow camera. Use location is off. This is off. Yes. And here's check now. It is moving with the camera. Maybe this is controller rotation here. Yes, that was the issue. Okay, now it's fine. Perfect. Next, we need to check why the feet is upward. Set this to 100. Oh, I'm setting the rotation. No, I have to set the rotation. Done. Now let me a bit more. Maybe minus 97. Going to be fine. Now she is going to start manipulating the time objects. Now we need to see what we can do about this. Let me ask it to build the level design document again so that we can have a fair bit of idea what exactly we're building. Write the level design document in a Google Doc with all the detail of the gameplay mechanic, the puzzles and all, so that we can understand exactly what type of time manipulation objects we are building here. My name is changed to Nada. I don't like that name. I'm happy with Anya. I will use that. Create the Google Doc for me. Let's see if you can create the doc. Oh, it's saying it cannot directly get the. Let me create it myself on its behalf. Uh, Write it over here. Oh my god. Just clear all the formatting. It was a time and introduction to time management concept. Okay. Time gauntlet. Okay, I think it looks fine. manipulate the recent past of object, mainly focusing on their own past movement over the platform. Right. Now that our character is working, need to implement the time manipulation thing. And I should end the stream. It has been 2 hours. I should end the stream over here. We are going to continue with this. We still need to polish the gameplay design a bit because a lot of this is not making quite sense. But I will continue with this. I will have Gemini polish it a bit more, and then we can start designing the exact mechanic that is being told to build. Uh, it is still not very powerful. I think I still feel that ChatGPT is a little better in generating idea in this case, in this kind of things, and is also a little more elaborative when it comes to creating a compelling story. But Gemini is also getting closer and closer with this. I mean, the idea is still very basic. I mean, the idea is still very generic, but also I have not given much follow-up prompts. I mean, I can give follow-up prompts and make it improve, but I will keep exploring. I mean, today is the first time I'm trying out this. I have a lot of things to explore on this, so I will keep doing that. And in the next stream, I will be developing one of the game mechanics that is being defined by the by Gemini. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this stream and we at least have a basic working, I mean, mechanics of the character movement, meta-human character movement, if nothing else. So we will start from here. All right.